Good morning. It's Tuesday. And we're getting through it together, guys. Welcome to Ozarks Fox AM. I'm Jeremy Rabe.
And I'm Maddie Conklin. It is Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I did hit the snooze button today. For what reason? I don't know, because I went to bed at like 7:45.
Oh, good for you.
I know.
Your body needed it.
I guess so. But hey, we're here on a terrific, tentabulous Tuesday.
I don't think that's a word.
I just made it up, and it's going to be a word. So
Let's put it in the dictionary.
let's put it in the dictionary.
Sorry, I feel like so drained already from this morning. I've had nothing but computer issues this morning on my Mac. I got a new computer, and just nothing's working, and it's just, oh, it's so frustrating.
I feel like no matter how prepared you leave the Mac store or any sort of technology store with your new device, there's always something when you get home that you're like, I don't know how to do this. Why is this not working? Because they're like, yeah, you should be set up and good to go. Just connect your Wi-Fi and da-da-da. And then you get home, you do all of that. There's always something.
Well, also, like, everything transferred over, everything's great, everything's fine, but I think my computer might be too new because now it won't print on my home printer either. Like, it won't print. So maybe my printer's outdated. But it won't even, so I can't print at home. I was exporting files, like clips that we show on the show, and I'm editing, and it won't export. And I'm just like, what am I doing, guys?
So maybe that means you have to update your editing software?
It's all updated.
Oh, it is all updated?
No, I think I'd have to get a new printer at home.
Oh, okay. So it's mainly the printer that's...
Well, nothing with that printer, but then now I'm Googling, when I was trying to get stuff ready for the show today, I was Googling YouTube videos on how to fix export problems with my editing software. So I don't know what's going to happen, but...
We're going to get it
We're going to get
out.
through it, guys. It's a Tuesday, action-packed show. Oh, my gosh.
I know.
I mean, there's so much going on.
This whole week seems very like ba 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 ba.
Oh gosh, yes. So yeah. Oh, so just to give you a little rundown. Maddie's going to be live at Silver Dollar City tomorrow. Then we have Dish It on Thursday, and then we're going to be live in Branson on Friday. Both of us. We're going to do a whole show from Branson Friday.
I completely spaced on that live show because I was like Silver Dollar City. Like I'm so focused on making sure that goes well because you did such a great job last Friday. I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to like meet Jeremy.
Yes, first of all, yes, you will. And second of all, hello. I've done it a few times.
I know.
You'll be good.
But you conquered your fears. You got on the horse. You rode it on live television, and it didn't buck you off.
Scared to death. Okay, can I tell you how they say childhood trauma does linger? Like, I kept thinking, Jeremy, just get over yourself. Get over it. But childhood trauma is, like, real.
Yeah.
For instance, when I was a child, there was a big earthquake in California, and they were talking about bridges collapsing on cars and people, and it traumatized me, so I'm scared to go under bridges now. Still.
Oh.
And that happened when I was a child, and I was in Texas, and that was an earthquake in California.
So you have never experienced an earthquake?
No.
It's just that you saw it.
I saw it, and all the horror stories on the news about people being trapped, I was scared.
Yeah.
So then, for example, on the horse, Christopher Reeve, who played Superman, had a horse injury and got paralyzed.
Yeah.
So as a child, you're like, oh, Superman, Christopher Reeve, got paralyzed on a horse. That stuck with me. So it's that childhood trauma that sticks with you and that has that fear that I need to get over.
Okay, well, you did accomplish that fear, so we're very proud of you.
We should make a list of things that scarred us as children.
Oh, my God. Well, where do we even begin? How about we just talk to Jesse and Angela instead of our trauma?
And if you ever
man.
We used to have a segment here on the show called Ozarks Fox AM Therapy, where if you wanted to get something off your chest, you come and you lay on the couch like this. I'll just take off my shoes. You lay on the couch and you just tell your problems and we'll analyze them. So we can bring that back.
Oh, are you being facetious?
I'm being dead serious.
No, it's a real thing.
Oh,
no,
wait,
that's
that
a
was
real
a
thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Jesse
Sign
knows.
me up. I'll be the
Jesse
first
knows.
person on this couch.
Trauma bonding.
Trauma bonding.
It happens.
Amen to that.
Oh,
It's a
Yes,
traumatic
it does.
Tuesday.
I could just see you now, Jeremy. Anytime you come up on an overpass, just flooring it. I gotta get under this thing before
okay,
it collapses.
that reminds me of, do you guys remember?
Every time.
I'm glad you kind of brought that up because that reminds me of the Minnesota bridge that happened years ago. I was also like 10 or 11 when that happened as well in Minneapolis.
And it scares
The
you.
big bridge. Yeah, I had a weird fear of bridges all the time, but being from St. Louis, I lived over the bridge.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I
that
always
bridge.
had to go over the bridge, but I held my breath every time.
That's a
Every time.
superstitious thing. You hold your
Yeah.
breath so if you fall, you're...
I'm like, well,
Yeah.
at least I tried.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. My mom used to tell me if you go like under a bridge where there's like a train going over the top, they're, we're gonna get run over by the train. I'd be like, no. Yeah, that was
We're just sharing our childhood trauma today.
Yes.
Literally.
Getting it all out.
Getting it all out.
yeah.
That's healthy.
Oh, I feel better.
I do.
Good.
I do a little
All
bit.
right. You know what I need in the morning?
What?
Coffee or tea.
Right here. Got it.
One of the two. Maddie, are you a coffee and or tea drinker?
I'm water.
Wow. Okay.
I'm a weirdo.
Yeah, wow,
Watch out.
weird. Water, 70% of our bodies or something. I don't know if that's true. I'm not a doctor, nor do I play one on this program. There is a debate, though, on whether coffee or tea is better for you in the morning. Here's what researchers have found. A few factors to consider: antioxidants, caffeine, and side effects.
Oh, no.
I don't know why I said it that way. Okay, according to Forbes Health, both are rich in antioxidants, which help reduce inflammation, but green tea takes the win when it comes to which is more powerful,
I
they say.
disagree.
While both coffee and tea can contain caffeine, coffee gives you that quick burst of energy. Pow! As Tom Schmidt would say. While tea provides more of a... There it is. There it is. One more time. Let's cue his mic up real quick, Kaylee. What was that, Tom?
Ka-chow!
All right, there we go. Excellent stuff. Okay. Now, tea provides that slow, steady stream of
So
energy.
steady wins the race.
Yeah, that's what they say. So, kind of, you got your pros, you got your cons, but I will be sticking with coffee, personally.
I like to mix a little bit of both, but green tea is probably my favorite. I feel like green tea is the one that does give you that energy throughout the rest of your day.
I like my green tea
But-
cold. I don't know.
Really? Ooh,
Iced
I
tea.
see. I'm not a fan. I need
I'm an
nice
iced
and
tea.
warm. I like that
Yeah.
nice and
There is a place
hot.
in Branson, I think it's in the Victorian Village. I can't remember the name of the place, but it has the best iced green tea.
Ooh.
When I think about
I'll
iced
have to
green
try
tea,
that.
that's what I think of that place. It's so good. I don't know what they put in it, but it's so good. It might have like honey in it. For
Is it
some
like
reason.
nice and
Kermit.
refreshing?
It is so refreshing.
Ooh,
Kermit
see, I would like
sipping
that a
his
lot
tea.
then.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah, that
Kermit with
meme.
That's what I get.
But that's
Yeah.
none of my business, though. That's my favorite one. Yeah, my favorite.
Yeah, that's...
But, but with
Classic.
the tea, I guess I'd have to try to drink it in the morning and see how long it lasts.
Yeah.
I love hot tea.
an experiment.
I guess I kind of lied. Most mornings I drink water. If I do need that quick burst, I'll do a 5-hour energy or a
Oh,
Red
that's
Bull.
right.
Oh,
that's
smart. Yeah.
That's
those-
really
those
even
do get
worse
ya.
for you. So.
I think
Yeah.
a couple of weeks
They get
ago,
ya.
when I worked the morning after a Chiefs game, you offered to get me.
Oh yeah, I was like, I can buy you.
yeah.
Yeah, I can bring you
And-
a 5-hour energy.
I just will
was
say
good.
now, I was like, I mean,
I just stick with
Yes,
coffee.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
I've had those, and they, whoa,
Oh, your tummy.
Get me
I'm
going.
scared. I'm
Yeah.
scared to try
2
those.
hours is a long time out here.
Yes.
You're gonna love this story.
Yeah, we're gonna transition
By the way.
over to this one. So music lovers who use Bluetooth headphones like AirPods, you might want to watch out when you're on your jog or anything, because a woman on TikTok who went viral when she shared a story about running into a friend on a walk. She took an AirPod out of one ear to hear more clearly, and in the middle of the conversation, she decided to take her vitamins and accidentally popped the AirPod in her
Oh.
mouth.
I heard about
She
this.
thought the pills were just stuck, so she forced them down with extra water, not realizing until moments later that she had swallowed the AirPod. Now, others have also reported similar stories of accidentally eating headphones. The woman said the advice from the doctor is, well, to allow it to pass naturally.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Get those 5-hour energies and it'll get you going.
I was just about to say, let it go. Right?
Yes. I love when this just
Could you imagine?
Full circle.
Yes.
This
circle
is
moment.
comedy, pure
Our
comedy.
nonsense-
Full circle.
comedy. Our nonsense comes around, and we link our nonsense together with other nonsense.
Yes.
I just still can't imagine. I want to know how big the vitamin she was taking.
I know.
That was equivalent to your AirPod.
Well,
I have one though.
granted, yeah, I've taken some
Yeah.
calcium pills that
My
are pretty.
magnesium pill I take every day is about as AirPod.
Yeah.
Kind of like a horse pill.
Handful
Okay.
of fish oils right in there, and just AirPods somehow made it.
Yeah.
in. Made it
You
up.
know, I think about, wait, none of us have kids, right? No, none of us do in the studio.
No.
I always worry because, AirPods are so little. You have to keep those away from kids.
You do.
Oh,
and
absolutely,
your dogs.
yeah.
And dogs,
And
yeah.
dogs.
Oh, for
Oh,
sure.
put anything in their mouth. I was just
Yeah.
thinking,
100%.
wow, that would be always stressful to be like,
I didn't even think
AirPods.
about that. Yeah.
Before you said what actually happened, I thought the vitamins were going to like react with the Wi-Fi signal or something, and like she was gonna hear something otherworldly, but then it was she ate
That'd
her
be interesting.
her
That would've
AirPod.
been-
That could have been cool.
That would have been a great script to be like, all right, before we go any further, what do you think happens next?
Yeah,
You
right?
should ask us
Yeah.
because I thought the
Yeah.
same thing. I thought she took it out. She ran into her friend. She actually got on his call that he was on and heard him talking bad about her.
Something,
So
yeah.
I
That
really
would've
thought
been
this one was
that
going
would've been
too.
great.
Keep that
Could
in
you
mind next
imagine?
time.
Yeah.
Okay, next time we're
the
gonna
Bluetooth.
guess.
I'm gonna
You give
remember
us the headline.
I will.
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay.
We'll do that.
I'm
The next
excited.
time we get another good one.
That's a good
You got
game.
it. You got it.
I like it.